is the 77 WABC minicast.
J.D. Vance and his wife are over in, Milan, where the Winter Olympics have started. But J.D.'s been in the news. Princess died. What's going on with J.D.?
Well, I just wanted to bring to the fore something very important. And on January 8th, Vance announced that the Department of Justice was creating a national fraud enforcement division under the advocacy of President Trump. And this week, CBS reported that there's a task force coordinating with the Department of Justice, an anti-fraud task force, which is targeting California and more states, and that will be led by J.D. Vance. So J.D. Vance, in my opinion, who is going to be the chairman of the new task force, he's going to be the anti-fraud czar. I think Democrats around the country should be hearing the theme from Jaws. Should be the echo in their minds because they're targeting particularly California fraud. They anticipate that J.D. is going to be at the top of the ticket. This is my read, and that he will be running against Gavin Newsom. And so this already is going to be what is going to be the election turning on. And I am so happy because fraud is the thing that needs to be, before we can have American prosperity and the golden age fully formed, we have got to tackle fraud. And that is what JD is going to be running on clearly. And so basically what's going to happen is the Democrats are going to have to defend fraud, because they already are. The California Attorney General, Rob Bonta, said that the fraud claims are outrageous and ridiculous and without basis. They're reckless and false. And that Trump's claims that the state programs are overrun by fraud and that the state government itself is perpetuating and facilitating fraud are untrue. So even though the Small Business Administration just suspended over 100,000 California borrowers in the sweeping $9 billion fraud crackdown for stealing COVID funds, that they are on the left because the JD campaign is going to force them into it. The left is going to, from now on, have to run on the fraud that is their record. And so I just wanted to, this is a huge thing. It's not getting a whole lot of attention. So we had the capture the flag on Rubio's part, and we have the on the fraud hunt by JD. So that's our ticket.
That is pretty awesome. We played the bite of SBA Administrator Kelly Loeffler talking about that $9 billion COVID fraud. You wait till they get to that high-speed train and all the money that's been wasted with that fraud. You wait till they get to the wait till they start really running through Medi-Cal and get through that fraud. Wait till they start going through the way that California has been using NGOs to reward certain parties' donors. Wait till they get to that fraud. This is going to be really interesting.
It's going to be fantastic. It is going to also galvanize the MAGA base because it is an attack. We're moving forward, and it is a difficult thing to run on positive news. Even though there is a lot of positive news coming from the Trump administration, people, when they have the border closed, they're like, okay, that problem was solved. This, to me, is a huge problem that remains, and we are on the move. We are on the attack on the Republican side, and to me, this is how you win the election in 2028.
And speaking of elections, let's talk about voting with Dom in Minnesota. Dom, you got about a minute. You got to get right to your point here.
Yeah, James, now that Somalia has introduced voter ID, I think Trump should appoint Ilhan Omar as the voter ID czar for this country with a promise that she can keep the $30 million she has amassed on the condition that she accept the honor and lobby for voter ID starting in Minnesota.
Princess Diana, did you hear earlier we played from Somalia? And it's happened last year. They have voter ID cards. They have biometric ID cards as well for government in Somalia. Voter ID cards. And it's real.
It's so so wonderful. That story needs wider attention, and I'm so glad that you absolutely has given it that. And yes, I agree. Make her, basically be the face that launches the absolute voter ID movement.
Now, this is from Ilban News. The dateline is Mogadishu, November 15th, 2025. The launch by the National Independent Electoral Commission represents the most tangible step to date in the federal government's protracted campaign to replace Somalia's clan-based indirect voting model with a system of direct universal suffrage. In other words, one man, one woman, one vote, and we're going to secure it against fraud with voter IDs.
Okay.
Pretty freaking stunning. Well, it's happened. It's happened. It's happened.
But Somalians know how to game the system. And
that's true, too.
They have large experience with that.
Oh, ye of little faith.
The James Golden Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network.